Hello, my name is Neo and right beside me is the SYM Tuscany 150. Kung nag-aarap ka ng classic scooter that is heavily inspired by the Italian design but half the price point ng usual Italian motorcycles, you might want to check out the Tuscany 150. So for today's video, picture natin to. So, let's go. Para sa kanyang makina, it has a 149.6cc single-cylinder, single overhead cam na may 2 valves and is air-cooled. At meron siyang 11.4 horsepower at 8,000 RPM at meron din siyang 11.4 Nm of torque at 5,500 RPM. Okay, for the suspension, meron siyang telescopic fork sa harapan and then for the rear, it has a swing arm na may dalawang spring on both sides. Both is non-adjustable. Okay, para sa kanyang gulong, it has a 110/70 sa harapan and then 120/70 naman sa likod. Both is 12 inches. And for the braking, wala pa siyang ABS but it has combi brake system kung saan kapag nag-input ka sa likod, merong assist sa harap. So 70% sa likod, 30% sa harap, which is beginner friendly. So let's have a closer look sa Tuscany. So as you can see, it is heavily inspired ng mga Vespa designs but the good thing here is plastic siya. So in case you need to replace other things, it's a lot cheaper and it's a lot easier to replace. At nagko-contribute ito sa mas magaan na timbang na motor na to. As you can see sa kanyang paint job, merong interference na blue lalo na kapag nasisinaga ng araw o ng ilaw. So yung kanyang details, hindi basta-basta naka-badge itong Tuscany 150, yung kanyang badge over here, and then dito sa likod, naka-badge din. So hindi siya basta-basta na sticker. Ang nagustuhan ko dito yung bandang baba niyang part is may separation. So in case na magasgasan mo and kailangan palitan, madali lang at mas mura. Nung una nasa isip ko, yung gulay board, malapad siya pero may intrusive na design dito. Pero hindi naman pala ganun kaumbok, which is okay pa din in the overall use. Yung kanyang battery wala dito, nasa ilalim ng upuan, nasa bandang dito. Pakita natin. So para sa kanyang upuan, it has a textured leather, hindi siya madulas. And then meron siyang white na detail over here. Now kapag dating mo dito, meron siyang onting maliit na strap showing the Tuscany brand and then merong Italy na flag. Now kapag light colored yung Tuscany mo, yung trims niya ay blacked out. Now kapag dark colored naman yung Tuscany mo, yung trims niya is chrome. So itong bike na to has a wireless key but for emergency purposes like pag nalobat yung key fob, meron siyang emergency na susi that you can use for emergency purposes. So one of the gimmicks is yung kanyang fuel cap ay nasa gilid and then yung kanyang fuel tank is somewhere here or here and its capacity is 5.7 liters. So one of the first concerns is meron siyang spring system. So pag binuksan mo siya, tatama ba? But fortunately, there's enough clearance para hindi tumama itong fuel cap dito sa body. So ito yung 24-liter compartment. Wala siyang spring to hold the seat, pero pwede mo siya i-push ng sagad para hindi na bumaba, which is a good design. Pag hindi kasya yung full face helmet mo, meron siyang hooks dito sa harapan that you can secure your helmet with. Okay, for your controls, you have your brake lever sa kaliwa. This controls the rear side. Meron kang high beam and low beam. You have your horn, which is located sa gitna. And then you have your turn signals. And then on the right side, very simple lang, you have your engine starter, throttle, and then preno para sa harapan. Okay, for your display, meron siyang LCD na may backlight. So you have your speedometer, fuel gauge, meron Tuscany here, meron SYM, and then for the upper part, meron kang indicators for your left, turn signal, high beam, check engine, oil check, low fuel indicator, tsaka yung right signal. Now going here, walang kinalaman to. This is just a design. But you have your time here, your battery voltage, and then you can cycle dito sa kaliwa yung odometer reading, trip meter, tsaka yung oil indicator, which I think is for service purposes. Now dito naman sa right is for resetting the trip meter. Ayan, para ma-reset mo back to zero. Okay, seat height check. My height is 5'6" with a 30-inch inseam and ganitong itsura sa Tuscany 150. So ang kanyang seat height is only 780 millimeters. So ganito itsura. Pwede mo i-tiptoe on both ends, pero pwede mo pa rin mag-move forward para i-flat foot na on both ends. Pero take note, nalapit ka na sa handlebar, so yung inputs mo is very sensitive na. Kaya I suggest kapag nagmomotor ka na, lumayo ka dito para mas may magandang leverage sa handlebar ng motor na to. Now, it has a good steering range din. So kapag minove mo dito, okay naman and then hindi tumatama yung tuhod mo. But in these cases, usually naman nakababa na yung paa mo for tight U-turn. Now, para deploy yung passenger foot pegs, ipipress mo lang kasi yun yung gimmick ng motor na to. Now, for the passenger ng Tuscany 150, you have lots of moving room, tsaka marami ring padding. Relax lang din, and then your sitting position is upright. Yung paa, hindi naman nakasakang tulad sa Vespa, and then yung grab rail medyo mababa. So, kung mas matangkad kang passenger, you need to stretch a little bit para maabot ng maayos itong grab rail. So yeah, very comfortable naman ang passenger ng Tuscany 150. Hello and welcome sa ride review ng SYM Tuscany 150. So, tigil muna tayo dito. Ang una ko napansin is yung throttle input and kung paano siya i-twist. Sobrang lambot lang ng throttle. So, maaari kang mabigla. Isa to sa mga pinakamalambot na throttle na nagamit ko so far. So, for its braking, it has a combi brake system. So, pag nagpreno ka sa likod, nagmi-mix siya ng harap with 30% sa harap and then 70% sa likod. So, it's very beginner friendly kasi it will assist you in properly braking. So, hindi basta-basta mabibigla yung pagpreno mo. Yung switches nito, iba yung layout, similar sa Honda. Kung saan yung turn signals ay nasa pinakababa and then yung horn is nasa gitna. Ang hatak niya okay naman din. It's not so bad. Given na paahon itong dinadaanan natin ngayon, okay naman din. And then suspension niya is actually good. Kahit makikita mo dun sa likod ang liit ng kanyang spring, but how it functions and how smooth it does ay okay din. Compared sa Vespa, mas matagtag yun. So yung side mirrors, nire-remind ako nito ng sa Fascio kasi parang ang lapit niya kasi naka-mounted din dito sa taas ng pinaka handlebar and there's a lot of visibility. Now for the vibration, pag naka high RPM na yung motor, medyo ma-vibrate na yung nakikita mo sa side mirror. Naririnig nyo kapag nagta-turn signal ako. Tigil tayo. Para siyang kotse. Naninibago lang talaga ako sa throttle input kasi yan lang bot. Hindi siya tulad sa Honda at sa Yamaha na medyo mas may onting resistance. Ito parang wala eh. So kung medyo mabigat yung kamay mo, kailangan mo mag-adjust ng onte para sa kanyang throttle. I'm kind of impressed sa smoothness ng makina kasi it's not the typical SYM na na-experience ko before na parang ang gaspang pag pinapaandar. It has a very minimalistic na display panel, which I like. It looks clean and at the same time sort of minimalistic to the sense na hindi siya parang super cluttered. Pero ito sayang to, kung ako lang, sana ginawa na lang nila tong na RPM gauge. Now flickability ng motor, given naman na it's very lightweight, it's only 123 kilograms. Dry weight yun though I assume parang nasa 130 kilograms to. Flickability, okay din eh, magaan lang naman siya. Natutuwa lang ako sa turn signal. Now for the display, this is LCD pero may ilaw siya. So pag gabi, ayan, meron siyang ilaw. Now bukod sa braking nito, maganda rin dito is harap at likod disc brakes na. So wala ka ng problema sa drum brakes and you have sufficient braking power. Magaan lang din yung motor, lahat ng bigat niya nasa baba. So yung center of gravity is good as well. So balancing the bike is easy. So hindi ka mamroblema dito, lalo na if you're still a beginner. And bukod doon, yung controls is very clean. Ito lang naman ang alalahanin mo. And itong model na to has already a daytime running light. So hindi na to tulad ng mga lumang motor na kailangan pang buksan and actively switch on yung ilaw. Now it's good din na meron na siyang voltmeter. So you can easily identify if you need to charge your batteries or at least replace it. Pero one easy indicator is kapag nag-start ka ng motor tapos parang pumitik siya, parang namatay bigla, it's a good sign that you should charge your battery or replace it. Okay, so as you can see, medyo uphill tayo. And something I wish is sana meron itong handbrake. So in tipong kailangan natin tumigil at bitawan ang handlebar for a moment, I wish may brakes dito, handbrakes to have us hands-free. So ayan o, hindi ko naman pwede itulungan ang aking paa para hindi basta-basta bumaba. But it's an easy fix naman, merong mga aftermarket na levers kung saan meron siyang handbrake. And then may simple mechanism lang din doon that will allow you to have your handbrakes. So ito yung mga tipong situation for utility purposes and for a bit of convenience. So meron siyang USB Type-A port dito but wala siyang front pocket. So ang ginawa ni Matt, the owner of this bike, thank you by the way, is naglagay siya ng phone mount. So in case magcha-charge siya, at least nandito lang. Now isa pang napag-uusapan is bakit hindi pa ito liquid cooled for something that is 150cc. Now the thing is, yung kanyang compression ratio is only 10.7 or something like that, 10.5, basta below 11. Now dahil below 11 siya, it doesn't need that much cooling capabilities. It is enough kasi hindi naman ganun kainit manakbo yung makina nito. And addition to that, yung Vespa 150 ko is also air cooled. And so far, wala namang problema sa overheating or anything similar to that cases. And then yung aftermarket parts, there's already a lot. GPX is the provider ng mga pyesa. So if nag-worry ka sa mga tipong pyesa, saan makabili ng pyesa nito, check mo lang Shopee. Meron ka masa-search doon, GPX. Yung sa side stand assembly, yung piston set, meron ka makikita sa Shopee. Like parang tipong 5,000 for the piston set. Again, maraming salamat kay Brother Matt for lending his SYM Tuscany sa atin para ma-review. Okay, so since magpa-parking tayo, I think you can see a bit of visibility kung gaano kalakas yung ilaw niya. So ito yung ilaw niya. You can see the display and you can see the headlight kung gaano kalakas. So ito yung high beam. Ayan, ganyan siya kalakas. So ang current SRP ng Tuscany 150 is 108,900 Philippine pesos. Reprice na to from 126,000 compared from last year. And meron kang tatlong pwedeng pagpilian na kulay, and that's it. So if meron kayong katanungan regarding the Tuscany 150, please feel free to comment down below. And if kung nagustuhan nyo itong episode na to, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. This is Neo. As always, ride safe and see you on the road.